Should be set.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I'm Justin.
I'm Jasmine. What it should be set mean to you? I thought I was very clear.
Well, I don't know. I just, we also are, 2 years into doing this podcast and still haven't fully figured out the technical part of this stuff.
Oh, your birthday present got delivered. Sorry. Not to you, to me.
I was like, I don't see anybody.
I ordered it in the dead of night and forgot your address for like 0.5 seconds, and I couldn't remember if it was 5'5" or 5'8". I'm 5'8", you're 5'5". So I just ordered it to my P.O. box.
You're 5'5", I'm 5'8".
I'm 5'4", you're 5'3.5".
I'm shooketh.
My timbers shivered.
I am quaking in my boots. Anyways,
Quaking in my boots.
Welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome in. If this is your second time, welcome back. If this is your millionth time, well, 111,
Ooh,
112.
don't ask me that. If this is your first time, what an episode to start on.
What a start to the episode, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a dream last night, Jasmine. This is gonna be a very interesting dream.
Okay.
Are you alive?
Yes. Sorry, I'm responding to my husband.
So I had a dream last night, and this dream was weird because it was like...
a dream. I'm sorry.
This is gonna be a long episode, isn't it?
Continue, please.
It's weird because it was like, when you wake up, you have something happen, and then you finally fall back asleep, and you have that extra dream.
Yes. Where you kind of like continue where you were going from, or do you start a new one?
No, different dream.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. This was one of those. I also don't dream much. For anybody who doesn't know that, I don't dream. I rarely will actively remember my dreams, and if I do remember it, usually there's some sort of significance to the dream. Like I've actively been able to like connect dreams to life type of thing.
I was gonna say, you hardly ever tell me about your dreams.
Call it intuition, call it a gift, whatever it is.
I think it's more just if you have a dream.
Premonition. I thought that was just like a ghost.
No, that's actually called a spirit or a poltergeist.
I thought the premonition was like the ghost showing up.
It doesn't have to be.
Anyways, the dream, I was driving my truck, and my truck had some modifications. Like, not like crazy modifications, just some. So maybe it wasn't my truck.
Continue. Sorry.
Maybe it wasn't my truck, but I was driving a truck, and there was a truck in front of me, and then there was like a big like U-Haul, and then a couple vehicles in front of them, and they were going very slow. So this truck in front of me was like swerving on the road, trying to pass the 3 trucks that were in front of it.
Okay.
And it happened very quickly, but the truck swerved out, swerved back in, and slammed its brakes because it didn't have enough space to come back in because whatever. They were going too slow, I was going too fast, whatever the situation. And so he swerved back in, and I like clipped the tail end of their truck and kind of went sideways. Like I barely caught it with my bumper. Like really there wasn't much damage at all. But then the 3 cars in front of them also slammed their brakes. And we were like, what's going on? So I got out, looked at the truck. There were people all over, like getting out, looking at their vehicles. And I had like scuffs on my vehicle, but it wasn't like bad, even though I hit pretty hard. Like I remember feeling jolted, and so I was like, okay, that's weird.
No. A cat has appeared.
So I remember hitting really hard. I only had scuffs, and so I got back in my vehicle, and now I've never fully been in an accident that I could drive away from. On wood, and so I got back in the car and I drove away. I don't think that's what you're supposed to do, especially when it involves somebody else, but that's what I did.
No, actually, they advise against doing that.
Yeah.
Because you
So
look
I
guilty.
drove right, and I drove to my dad's work.
That's a long ways away.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that long in my dream. And I pulled
Oh.
up, and it wasn't my dad's work, but it was my dad's work. And so I went
Yeah.
inside, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I got
I'm
an
so
accident."
sorry. Hey, dude is crazy to say to your father. Continue.
I
I don't have a dad, so I don't
said,
know how
"Hey,
we
dude."
talk to your dad.
There's the situation that we're not going to dive into today.
I mean, I had one. They just anyway. Your
Yeah,
dream. Continue.
yeah.
He died. Sorry,
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
I need that to be very clear.
Chat, you hear that? You're the chat now. Jasmine's been streaming, as you can
I
tell.
have been streaming.
Go follow her on streams.
I called my class chat the other day. I was like, "All right, chat,"
Uh-oh.
and they were like, "Sorry, did you say chat?" And I was like, "No, no, you
No,
weirdos."
why would I do that? You're
Keep talking.
students.
I'm
You're
getting
my
an electrolyte.
class. So yeah, I drove to his work, got out, went in there, was like, "Hey, got in an accident." And he's like, "Okay, is there any problems?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let me pull it around back." So I pulled it around back of the work and drove into this big, like heavy machinery garage,
Okay.
and got out and then started walking. And then the only way I could get back into where he was through, like, you know, those what are those things called? The under your driveway where they have like the sewer pipes, not sewer, but like the drainage pipes where they're like the silver circles basically. Your face says you don't know.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Culverts. Yeah. Well, these ones were like blue and plastic, and they were in the wall, so you had to go through them to get to the other side.
Walls.
They're in the walls. And so I had to go through that, and they had a short one, they had a tall one that you had to climb the wall, and they had one that was like eye level for average human beings. So I climbed through one, and I was like, all right, so what are we gonna do here? And then when I got on the other side, somebody else was there, and they were talking to my dad, and they were like, hey, I just got into this accident too. My truck should be fine. And we talked a little bit, and I want you to know, like, I know this is a weird dream. I know that this does not make sense.
That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and I don't know why it's connecting to, or how it would connect to anything in the world right now. But this guy goes, yeah, there was a dog that ran out in front of me, and I had to slam my brakes. But I remember seeing a car go by. Like remember seeing a car go by, and that's why the truck swerved back into the lane. And so, like, it was a whole thing. And
So you were like,
basically,
actually.
yeah. And then basically I was like, okay, let's go look at my truck, Dad. Like, I need to get this checked out. And I had to carry something. So I threw something up into the tallest culvert in the wall, and then tried to run up the wall and jump up and grab it and pull myself up, but I couldn't get up to it. And so, like, and I'm laughing. Like, I couldn't stop laughing about this. And so I like ran up the wall, missed, tried climbing, did other things. And at one point in my dream, which I think what it was my dumbass fat cat was standing on a part of my calf. But I was like trying to climb, and I started to feel like as if my dad was like pushing on a knot in my calf. Like, that pain that's like,
Oh yeah.
it's the knot and you're like pushing on it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I do have it. I feel the knot in my leg. But he was like pushing on that, trying to help me get up. And it was very weird. And I couldn't stop laughing. I eventually got to the top of I got into the culvert, and then my alarm went off, and I woke up.
That is a weird dream.
It was super weird.
I had one the other night that had you in it, actually. For like the briefest of moments. But
I just walked by you.
no, you did not. I was
Drop kicked you right away.
No, I was dreaming that I was like in Pembroke. Like you've been to my mom's place. You've been to, Pembroke before. And it looked like Pembroke, but it wasn't, if that makes sense. Like it was one of
Yeah.
those one of those where I was like, I knew that that's where I was, but I wasn't there kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we were looking at a building and I had convinced my school to buy this building because it was going to be like a really great opportunity for us, like at the school.
So you were running a Ponzi scheme on your school.
No, I didn't know where it was. I had just seen like a listing on Zillow and I guess I didn't look. Or whatever the website was. It wasn't Zillow, but I had seen this listing and I just bought it or told them to buy it. And we got there and it was this old guy's house. And he had like a shit ton of stuff everywhere. And we were trying to like talk to him, my mom, my sister and I, about like, hey, so school's moving in soon, like you need to get your stuff out. By the way, this is how we bought my house when we moved to Maine, is that mom saw a listing on Zillow and didn't see it at all, and we moved here. I just want that to be very clear that that's how this happened when we moved to Maine. Um, she bought the house from Phoenix on the internet.
If the listing's good enough, it should be okay.
You've seen my mom's house, right?
I have.
Patricia, I'm looking at you.
It's very eclectic. I love it.
Actually, since Rosemary and I have moved out, she's made a ton of changes and it looks really nice. She also got the world's smallest couch from Wayfair. It's like itty bitty. Her and I sit next to each other,
So it's
take
like
up
a
the whole
chair.
couch. No, it's a couch. It fits mom and I. Sort of. And the back,
Oh, and
the back only comes to like here.
oh, I don't love that. I
She
like
thought it
having
was
support on my
She
shoulders.
thought it was much bigger. And then she showed up and she was like,
Where's the back of this couch?
where's the rest of you? Anyway, we saw this man's house. It was like a bottom floor, and then you went up a set of stairs, there was another floor, you went up a third set, and there was like a, I don't know, different thing going on. And we were trying to explain to him that like, hey, this wasn't gonna work, blah blah blah. He was being belligerent, and then my boss, Beth, showed up, or supervisor,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, so like, where would the children go? And I was like, well, I thought that the bottom floor could be intermediate and primary, and the middle floor could be middle school, because duh. And then the highest floor could be high school. Except that in the walls of this house, you see, Justin, were knives.
There's rats.
No.
Oh, knives.
Like he had, you know what a built-in library looks like in a home? It's like built into the wall. It was built-in knives. So no children. So anyway, it was a whole thing. And then I left. And it was like a big barn on the outside. And I left and I was walking down the street and I kept telling mom, like, I have to go to work. Goodbye. Like I'm leaving. She was like, no, one more thing. And then she'd pull me in for another thing. And like, it just one thing after another, she wouldn't let me leave. And I wasn't upset with her. Like I wasn't angry. It was just like, yep, okay. I gotta go, mom. And then from across the street, I saw you hanging out, just like vibing. And I waved. And you for a second acknowledged that I was me. And you sort of was like, I don't want to make eye contact. Like you were too cool or something to say hi. And then I saw you with a group of people, like a group of friends I didn't recognize. I was like, oh, 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 come to my
Oh, he has
hometown.
friends?
I don't care that you have friends, but I care that you came to my hometown with your friends and didn't even say hi to me. While I tried to
What if
buy.
my friends were in your hometown the whole time?
Sure. Sure, Jan. Anyway, it was just like I woke up and it was just a weird, like one of those dreams that you go, okay. Yeah. Weird dreams.
You know what dreams I really don't like? I don't like the ones that are like those. So some of them are pretty good.
Some
I'm
of
gonna
them
be
are
honest.
pretty good.
Some
Some
of
of
them
them,
do slap.
when I wake up after I've like solved something or like the dream has concluded, I feel better. When I wake up in the middle of being chased, I do not like this.
Well, when I wake up,
Na, 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 na.
I'm a big like So sometimes I'll like have a dream and I'm like, that would be a pretty good movie. I should make a
Yes!
movie out of this.
I do that too, where I, like, get up and I'm like, "Notes app, write that down," and then I look later and I go,
What?
"Huh?" I
Anyways, the
s
dreams I don't like
Oh,
are the
yes.
ones that are like the super realistic ones where you
No.
wake up and
No,
you're like,
thank
was
you.
that a dream? Was that real? And it
Yeah.
doesn't even have to be a horror. It just like I don't often have them, but when I
Mhm.
do, I'm like, what happened?
And
Who's
then you're, like,
what
hyper
is
vigilant
this?
all day because 'cause you're like, was this premonition? Am
Did
I"
did somebody do you remember my dream? Do you
Yeah.
remember what I did?
You, like,
Do you
say
remember
something
what happened?
you, like, say something from the dream where you're like, "Yeah, and the sandwich fell," and they're like, "What? What do you mean the sandwich fell? Why do you have a sandwich falling?" Yep. I had a super
Yeah, those
realistic
ones I
one at my
don't like.
grandma's house, and it was a horror one that
Mm,
next to so if my grandmother's house is here, like, right next to it is a building that's got a lot of, like, windows in it, but in this dream, the only non-realistic part was, like, what it looked like, but it shot way up, and
like Doug Dimmadow's hat.
yeah, or, like, Wayside School almost, like, with all the different, like, window areas, but I was
Mm,
running through the woods, like, running, and something was chasing me. I have no idea what. It was just, like, that feeling that I'm being chased down. Excuse me. And I got to this building, and I kept trying to, like, climb and in, like, zombie movies where people are, like, rappelling down the side of a building and a zombie's hand comes out of a window or something?
yeah.
It was like that, except it was people's hands trying to grab me as I Spider-Man climbed the building, and it just, like, I can remember waking up feeling panicked that, like, it was more and more and more. It was that anxiety that you get in certain horror movies where, like, "Oh my god, the thing is coming," whatever. But
Yeah. I had when I so I
I
don't
was,
know if
like,
this is
12 when I
just
had
my
that dream.
brain weird. Yeah. Yeah. No, I had when I was little, I that was not a sentence.
When I was
Uh
little, when I was.
when I
Truly.
was see the um
You ever have a
yeah,
dream where you and when you and then
exactly. No, when I was younger, what I used to do in my brain is I would like, you know, um the big wheel on
Wheel of
Price is
Fortune?
Right.
Oh,
No,
yes.
on Price is Right. Yeah, so I would have that, but I would have like a picture of the dream I was gonna have. And so I had one nightmare one time, and
Mhm.
that was always one of the pictures. And then I had one dream where I was in Mario Kart, and that was always one of the pictures, and it would alternate between the two of them, or it'd have like a random, like a question mark.
Y'all ever seen Inside Out? Core memories, how they come in
That's
those little balls?
literally,
These are Justin's core dreams,
literally
but they come in the form of, a Price is Right wheel.
Price is Right wheel. And so what would happen is like when I got tired enough, it would play in my head. Like it was a nightly thing, and I'd walk up,
How
and
did you go
it
so
wasn't me. I
long
was
being
like the camera.
undiagnosed?
I, you know, that's a great
Like, I
question.
look at you and I'm hearing the things you're saying, and I'm like, "Man, that's awesome. Oh, wait, I too was diagnosed for less."
You ever look at someone and
I
wonder
wonder
what's
what's
going
going
on
on inside.
inside their head?
Now I'm gonna assume everyone's gonna Price is Right wheel.
Well, that's the thing is that was like so I used to watch Price is Right all the time. I loved that show.
As you should, it's a great show.
Loved that show.
It's kinda gotten
Yeah.
bad lately, but anyway.
I was gonna say with Jim Carrey or Drew Carey, I got a little but before that with the
Mhm.
original guy, I liked him a lot. Um,
I like the
something
outfits people
Parker.
always dress in. Keith, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Keith. Something Parker. I don't know. But yeah, so I'd have that wheel, and it was like, like the Wii characters where they got the big heads and the tiny
Bob
bodies, and
Barker.
not really Bob Barker. There it is. Yep, wasn't Parker. Um,
And then
it was
Bill
that kind of character
Pullman.
would walk up, and he would like grab the wheel and spin it, and then sometimes my dream, like the picture would stop on the wheel at the right spot, and I'd get to have that dream.
Mhm.
Sometimes it would fade to black, and that was the nights where I knew it could be very interesting because it could be a good dream,
Right.
or
Or
but yeah,
yeah,
so gotta love dreams, I guess.
yeah. Speaking of dreams.
You ever watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Absolutely, I did. What do you mean, did I ever watch that? I was a child in the early 2000s.
Fair. Yeah, yeah. Did you have the 3D version of it?
No, but one of my friends did.
Ha, loser.
We didn't have it
No,
on
I did.
DVD. I watched
Oh,
it when it would come
I
on
loved
Nick.
it. Yeah, that sounds bad, but yeah. I ended up so we had that, and the sometimes when I was little, after watching this,
Mm.
I would sing the dream song to
Well,
myself.
you've gotta dream,
Yeah.
dream, 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 dream. Close your
And it would
eyes, falls
work.
asleep.
It would work.
Hey, so I too would sing that song to myself. I sometimes still do. How did it take us 20 plus years to get diagnosed with something? Why did no one look at
Fear.
who we were as children and go, something's wrong with that one?
What's all of that? There's something
Although,
there.
to be fair, the people that would have been looking at us doing that also had something wrong with them. They were like, "Oh no, they do that. I do that. That's genetics."
Yeah.
Nah, babe, that's ADHD.
You know what's even crazier?
Nah, babe,
Mine
that's
has a
autism.
diagnosis.
That's insane. Damn.
Yeah.
Can't even
I
trust your
asked
own
him. I asked
community.
Dad why he didn't. I was like, "Why didn't you ever get me tested?" Like,
Mhm.
he's like, "Well, it just kind of it didn't seem like you needed to." And I was like,
My brother in
"You
Christ.
know, my grades, how bad they were sometimes would have helped having a diagnosis." In reality, I don't know that it would have, because when we were going to school, at least my school, they didn't do much for like those kind of supports, unfortunately. Nowadays, it's a little more like we do.
I bet I bet there were some supports that would have helped you. Like your teachers knowing that you needed more time or you needed whatever. I bet that there would have been something because there's I mean, same thing for my schools. Like I never saw any of it, but that's because I didn't know the diagnosis.
Yeah.
Like
I
there was
think I
things
would
going
have
on.
probably got annoyed by it, actually.
You think so?
Just the person that I am, I would have, because I think what would have happened is I would have gotten a lot of the uh focus reminders. And like
Hmm.
I didn't like that when somebody would pointed out to me and said, "Hey, up here, Justin, what was that question?" Like that kind of stuff.
Well, that's
That made me
because you
so
weren't
mad.
focusing.
Well, no, I would, even if I was focusing,
Yeah.
like even if I was locked in, I still would be like, I could be watching a squirrel and still listening to you. Like,
Yeah, it's taken us a long time to really understand that like neurodivergent kids don't have to be staring you down to actually be hearing you. Like you and I have conversations, I don't think we've ever made eye contact during a conversation.
we have, but it's few and far. But we talk at Jasmine. The amount of times that we've talked, just in general, we have to have had made eye
But not
contact.
pointed eye contact like for a conversation. Like if I'm making eye contact, I'm consciously going, "Okay, eye contact, eye contact, eye contact, blink, eye contact." Like I'm not hearing a damn word you're saying.
I make eye contact, but it's usually like quick bursts of it. Like I'll eye contact and then I'll look away, and then eye contact and then I'll look away.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've never like I mean, we've never had a conversation.
You
People
mean like
there
the
are
whole
people
time
yes,
having eye
there
contact?
are people who look at each other in the eyes while they talk the entire time.
Those are sociopaths, Jasmine. They're
No,
not real.
normal people,
No,
non-divergent
those
people.
those people aren't real.
Did you know that there used to be IEP goals, specifically for autistic kids to make eye contact while talking? That used to be a common goal for autistic students. Isn't that fucked up? That's
That's
so
messed up. I
crazy to
don't
me to
like
be
that.
like, it's a social goal to make eye
You
contact.
need to look in the eye of the person. Like,
Basically, yeah, it's to show respect because it was written by teachers who thought that that was a sign of a sign of respect is making eye contact. Um, if I'm making eye contact, I can promise you I'm not hearing anything you're saying.
the
Like,
only argument I have to that is that, like, it's not even respect. It's a like a professionalism. Like if you're going for like a job interview, you want to try to have eye contact. You don't have to do it the whole time. That makes you probably not get the job. But like,
can you imagine?
you
You're like,
answer a
"Hi, I'm
question.
Jasmine here."
Hi, I'm Justin.
So what do you like about this job, Justin?
I
What do
just
you
want to take some pictures.
Yeah, exactly. But like the other like it's one thing to not make eye contact at all, right? During my job interview for the school I'm at, I would like look at each of the people talking. I watch people's mouths when they talk too, so it like mimics eye contact. But it's also to
Yeah,
help me process what they're saying.
that's straight
But
up where I look when I'm talking to people,
oh
is
yeah.
I look at people's mouths
Yeah.
or I look at their nose.
Or nose, yeah. Sometimes I look at hair and I'll follow it with my eyes. I'm sure that I look kind of weird when I'm talking to people because I can feel like I'm looking around the room, but I look around the room because that's where my thoughts are. I'm seeing the little thought bubbles that I have to connect to. Um, shut up. I haven't taken my meds in a couple weeks. Shut up. Um,
I don't see are the thought bubbles in the room with us.
it's not real thought bubbles, Justin. It's like it's how I when I'm looking around the room, it's my brain following pathways.
Okay.
Shut up, it's normal.
No, I'm not saying anything. It's just different than like I just can't relate to that one. I'll be honest.
What do you mean scratch that, Connor? Anyway, so I gotta ask you a question. Speaking of dreams, we've gotten off of Shark Boy Lava Girl. You heard of my boy Holland?
Oh yes.
What a weird dude that guy is. I love him. I think he's
He
great.
became a
He's
star
he's a meme.
this World Cup.
For those of you who have never seen Holland, I want you to take a gander at that. That is
He's
Holland.
a soccer player.
He boy is he. And really, he shouldn't be. Some of the things sometimes I see him and he's just sort of falling gently and then manages to kick things in and I'm like, good good
He's an
God.
alien.
Yeah. He is oh my god, that's incredible. If you search up Holland on hold on. You're gonna all join me on my Google real quick. Wasn't that cool? You can't see Justin or I right now, but you can see the little Norse guys at the bottom of the screen. You couldn't see anything, Justin, but anyway,
I was gonna say you're having a moment, and I'm so glad for you. Are the thought bubbles thought bubbling?
shut up. Shut up. So
Shut up.
his name's Erling Haaland. I believe
Yep.
he's from Norway. Am I correct on that?
Yep.
Yeah. He's um hold on. I gotta get he's 6 foot
He's a
5.
monster.
He's a
He's a
monster.
monster.
Um he has he's got yeah, same name. He was born mein Gott, he's younger than both of us. That
Yep.
man's 25. Oh my god, he's the same age as Rosemary. Like he's 7 days older than no, actually I lied to you. He's a year and 7 days older than Rosemary. I can't do math, essentially, is what's happening. Um, but no, he's a beast. I saw a thing that I wanted to bring up to you, and then I was like, ooh, podcast. That someone said, are you telling me time travel isn't real? What do you mean time travel isn't? Have you seen this man, Erling Haaland? They brought him back from Vikinghood to the World Cup game and they said, Haaland, ball. And he said, okay. And in true Viking fashion, they brought someone exceedingly tall to dominate exceedingly short people. It has been funny every time. Also, he is just flat out pushing people over, and I really do love him.
Yeah, he straight up is like
A
a
bully.
beast. He's somebody who, well, yeah, but
I
to
love
be
him.
fair though, unfortunately, that's what soccer's turned into is just pushing. Like it's kind
I've
of
kind of noticed that,
full,
yeah.
but anyways, he is he's a great soccer player.
Uh-huh.
He is somebody who um like actively people are like gotta watch out for that one, like best in the world type of thing. He is the son of a former professional soccer player.
Really?
And yeah, him and two of his teammates, their fathers played on the Norway national team.
Right. Also Vikings. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. There was a thing. He's so in if you're not watching the World Cup right now, they do like every like half of a half every quarter. They do a water break, just a hydration break because it's hot,
Mhm.
and he has many times not went to the water break. He'll go to the other goalie's like side and grab their water bottles that they have beside them and drink their water. There
Can
was
you
one video
imagine?
where he went down, opened the water bottle, took a good chug of it, offered it to the other team's defender, said, like, do you want some? The defender didn't take any, so he chugged some more, dumped some out, and then capped it and threw it back where it was. Like, he's a monster of a man.
I know his mom was tired with him growing
Oh,
up. Can you
yes.
imagine at 2 years old, he's like 5'1", just stomping around the house? That man,
Not stomping because he didn't stomp. He runs like this. He's like, like he's like a goblin.
I love him. I love watching videos of him on TikTok where it's like, oh god, what was one of the it's like Erling Haaland core, and it's just videos of him with his fucking neck like, he has the most insane
Mm-hmm.
posture, and he hits the ball with body parts I didn't know were allowed. Like, the amount of things that he's done that my coaches would have slapped my hands for, they would have been like, "Absolutely not. What are you, insane?" But he just I don't know. It's he's a real fun guy, and I've been real
Yeah.
excited watching, um, all of the World Cup stuff. Sorry, I was making sure we're still recording. That was really my only thing that I brought to the table today was Holland. Um,
He's got
Hopefully
like three brothers too.
my guts. Was he really?
Trying to look. He's got I don't know if it's three, but he's got brothers.
Huh. Well, anyway.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of those guys that are like insane. Like France has Mbappe.
Oh
He is
yeah.
a he's a beast on the field.
Yep.
I mean, you have Argentina has
Argent.
Messi, one of
Everybody
my
would.
favorite
Yeah.
players.
I gotta
Um,
be honest with you, and I know he's a good player, and I feel bad that I feel this way. I'm so over Messi right now because
I'm
the
over
only
Cristiano Ronaldo.
yeah, so the only two players that my children know are Ronaldo or Messi, and they're like, Messi's better." And I'm like, "Tell me a stat. Tell me what team he plays for. Tell me his first name." I'm so over it. They know nothing else. One of the kids was like, "Well, Messi." They were like, "Oh, it's a world like one of the World Cup games is tonight." And I was like, "I know, I probably am not going to watch it, but I'll hear about it from Mr. How tomorrow." He goes, "Yeah, Messi's playing," and I said, "Nope, he's not. His team's not playing right now. I mean, they will, but like not at this moment in time." Um, who are you thinking of? And they were like, "Messi. He plays in the World Cup." Yeah, babe.
He does. You're
So
right.
do a lot of them. So I'm gonna start bringing up Holland in my room every time they say Messi. I'm gonna be like,
You should.
I was like, have you seen this alien dude?
Or Mbappe, say Mbappe. Like Mbappe is probably more well known because he's played for bigger clubs,
Hmm.
but Holland's got a lot of attention right now. So,
Yep, look at him.
who else is out there? Harry Kane. Yep, he's
Hmm.
England. He's
Hmm.
getting up there in age though. Cape Verde had their goalie that's like 40 years old.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't remember
Um,
his name, but the US falling apart, 4-1 against Belgium.
I'm okay with that. We don't deserve a win this year. We deserve
No, I'm
nothing.
fine with not winning. I just think we should have beat Belgium. Like I would have
But you
been
know
fine
what?
losing to like
No, but you know what?
any really a lot of other
I'm
teams.
glad that we didn't lose to like one of like the biggest, best, whatever. I'm really glad that we didn't because because then it could be a whole thing of the US being like, well, at least they were like an amazing team. So,
Yeah.
but with this, it's like it's Belgium, guys. Come on.
I would have liked us to lose to like Belgium is not bad. I want that to be known. For
Oh
anybody who
yeah,
likes Belgium watches like Belgium is good. I would have liked it if we were gonna lose, I would have liked it if we lost to um like I don't know, who did we play in the first round? I don't remember.
God.
Hang on, I'm gonna find it.
Um, um, I don't know.
We played Bosnia Herzegovina. Hertz. I think it's
Mhm,
Herzegovina.
mhm,
I
mhm.
wish we would have lost to them.
Yeah,
Like if we're gonna lose, I want to lose to a bad team, not because I want to like be bad, but I want to
mhm.
lose to a bad team and like feel it. Like good for you, US. You suck. Like
Dude, the fact that we are one of the most xenophobic, racist countries at the like, not arguably there are some that are worse, but one of the
mhm.
worst right now, and we're hosting the World Cup, and that so many like refs have been deported for no reason apart from they're brown. Um, the fact that we've had so many like players get held up at airports, we've had fans be
Excuse me.
accosted, like all these things. Just I don't understand why anybody wants to come here and do anything right now. Like I
I
know
will
that that's
say that
horrible, but like I
the
know it
decision
was
for the World Cup was like many years ago
I know.
before current administration.
Hey homie, we've always been this bad.
Well, yeah, we have, but like I would argue that under Obama or under like a while ago, like a while ago,
When was the decision made?
I believe they pick like I think it's like 10 to 15 years out for where.
So 2016?
So they were looking at us and they said this guy won't be back in office.
That's honestly worse somehow. I don't know how. FIFA's always also
I
not
don't
great.
I don't remember. FIFA's terrible. They're not good.
FIFA is
Like they're not a good
as
company.
as a company bad. Um
Yeah.
Listening to some of the horror stories and like some of the players who were like, "Hey FIFA, so we're playing like for you for this World Cup. We've been accosted by the US government." And they're like, "Okay, how about fuck yourself?" Like,
Yeah.
dude, what? Anyway.
I'm gonna steal Nana's joke because this was the funniest thing. I texted it to you guys.
Yes, please share.
So I had Nana down to visit, and she made a very funny joke while we were sitting and talking. We were talking about how Sebago has, or the Sebago Lake has like some bacteria issues, da 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 da. And Nana from the corner of the room goes, "They just need to coat it in patriotic blue. That'll solve everything." And we lost it. It was so funny. Oh man.
You know, reading it, I was cackling. Hearing it out loud and seeing Nana in my head doing this, like the speech bubble, she's here. Um,
Oh
is
look,
even
Nana.
funnier. Nana. It was good getting to see her the
That's
other
funny.
day.
Yeah, we've done a lot. I say we. You also have done a lot. I've done a lot in terms of like I've scheduled a lot of stuff for myself to do. You have, life happens for you as well.
Mm.
Like your like work kind of came up and restarted for you. Um, I've had guests galore at
Yeah,
my
you've
house
been
ever since.
Chateau Davis has been open since your
Yeah,
birthday, I feel like.
before that. Well, no, I guess the birthday was probably the start of it.
Well, I mean, you had the girls over for tie-dye.
Yeah. So it was before that then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a very like my wife gonna kill me. But you know what? It's been fun. It's been a good time. Now I've just gotta lay off for a little bit, let her recharge.
Lay off, settle
Lay off,
down.
settle down. But yeah.
Sit
So
down.
sit down. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've done a lot of things. But yeah, we recently Nana came down and we went to an escape room and invited Jasmine to that, and it was pretty fun. It was a good escape room, honestly, like well put together.
You and I didn't stop moving for probably that entire 40 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Nana just like sat back and watched because what else are you gonna do when you have two idiots running around the room like chaos gremlins?
Mhm. Correct. Yes.
But she loves it. She loves going to those. She loves the escape rooms.
She was holding one of
She
the
told
codes at
she's
one point. She goes, "Nope," and handed it to me, and I was like, "Okay." Couldn't also figure it out for the record, but
yeah. Me and her figured out the scurvy. Figured that out.
yep,
Yeah, good time.
yeah, it was good. It was a good one. We've done a few really good ones.
Yeah. I wish that I could forget the not really want to forget it, but I want to forget the escape room I did with the kids because I would have loved to go with you and Rachel and Kay for that one,
Which one
the
was that?
horror one.
Oh,
That one was scary. Like it actually like had me like pumping. My heart was going.
what one was that one?
That was something about like some guy had you trapped in his basement. There were clowns involved. It was a whole thing.
Hmm.
I can't remember the name of it. It was the one by the mall, though.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to do that when we had Darcy with us.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I would have liked to have been able to do it with you guys,
Oh, I got you.
but
Which one did we? We did the
no, it was we
spellcasters,
did
right?
the Harry Potter. Yeah, the Harry Potter one. That's the spell casting one.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was Harry Potter. You can say it. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was fun though. It was
Yeah,
a good time.
yeah.
But
But yeah, no, we had. Well, we can now talk about it. We had Kay and Rachel. Um, Not that it was secret. I guess we
I
were
was gonna
just
say we didn't really keep it a secret. We just
no. It
never,
was just
I
waiting
guess,
until
came out and
people.
said it.
It was just waiting until they were here. But you may have seen our TikToks about it. But we had Kay and Rachel come, spend a week up in Maine, which was super fun. And we did many, many fun things. Monday was a D&D campaign, and snacks and cackling on the couch, I think. Um,
Chaos the whole time.
Chaos the whole time. And then we had a big slumber party in my room. Well, I say my room in Connor and I's bedroom because he was was he in Connecticut for that one? Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in Connecticut. And then Tuesday we went up to Buckfield and we did your birthday and we went to the gym and Kay tried to kill us. She almost killed you.
She almost succeeded with me. Yeah.
she We were like, man, our muscles hurt. Justin was like, oh, I can't.
I legitimately thought I was gonna pass out. That's why I went to the bathroom.
No, we are aware. Kay was like, I don't think he's feeling very well. And I was like, what'd you do to him? She goes, um, so we're gonna have you guys stand on this plate. And she had us try. Wednesday, what was
I
Wednesday?
feel really bad because I felt like such a wuss in that moment. I was like, you
I'm gonna drive up to
can't
Buckfield and
handle.
punch you so hard. Shut
No, I
up.
legitimately
Sit
felt
down.
so freaking bad because I
No,
couldn't do it.
why?
I know it's the body's response. I know all these things, but I was like, you can't. You're just like you're such a wuss.
But you also told me that on the way down, like Monday morning, you also had that.
I know, but
It
still,
happens. You're
wuss,
fine. Anyway,
wuss.
then Wednesday we did the escape room and the mall, and then we watched you coach and your girls sit weirdly quiet. Such an odd experience. Um,
My eighth graders are very loud. The rest of the crew is very quiet.
oh, my drizzles. Um, and then Thursday we did pottery. Um, and I got mine back. Justin, you've got yours now because I delivered it. But any of you that have seen Witch Hat Atelier, I made a little Witch Hat Atelier. This is a spell scroll for one of my favorite spells that is like a little water thing. And then I also made, and he came out so cute. I made a brush buddy. He came out adorable. I'm very proud of him actually. Um, and then I painted
We
like
got
little
that dude.
yes. Why don't you go get him?
He's right there. You guys can see him. And then I have the robot.
What is in the robot?
Nothing right now. I think I'm gonna put dice in him, like D&D dice.
I love that. That's a cute idea. All we're gonna hear you gonna be like shake a d20 and shake it, shake it,
Tink
shake
tick
it,
tick
shake
tick 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 tick.
it. Hold on, I gotta search for
Somehow
my
it'll
dice.
break.
No, but that
Literally.
was super fun. And then Friday we had to very sadly drop the girls off at the airport. Well, I dropped them off at the airport.
I was gonna say you did that. I didn't
Airport?
do
I'm
that.
not going to the
I
airport.
was I was helping Andrew set up for his wedding and
Yes.
being part of that whole process.
And also
It was a
responding
bit like
to Rachel's wedding. Wedding. Nope. Rachel's vomiting in the airport where she was like, "I'm ill."
Yes, I did also respond to that.
I can't believe she didn't call me to come get her.
I mean, she was already in. Like, what's the point of leaving?
Well, if she had needed to go to the hospital.
But you wouldn't have called. I wouldn't have called.
I
You
would have
don't even
called.
try that. You would not have
I tried
called.
to convince my
How many
mom to let me
how
die
many
in Buffalo,
times
New York.
how many times did I have to tell you to go to the hospital before you actually listened to go to the hospital? For anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Shut up. What do you know anyway?
Yeah, you're
Anyway,
right.
and then after that, we the weekend before the girls came, we had a Sea Dogs game. The weekend
Which was
or the
awesome.
That was so fun. And then we had that
We need
great
to go
Red
again,
Sox
by the way.
herd booking tickets right now.
Don't book them right now. We have stuff we have to do and I have to save money. But we're going again this summer.
Sure.
Jasmine, do not book tickets right now. We have a podcast to do.
Yeah, no, sure. Keep talking. And then we had
You
our
were talking. It wasn't
and then
me.
we had our Red Sox game the Monday after,
The Monday.
which
Yeah.
was very fun. That was a great game. We're at 46 minutes, but I think we should go over time to talk about our boys at the Red Sox game. They were so fun. I'll see if
So
I can get the audio to play.
I was gonna say we had seats that were behind the if you know Fenway, we were behind the away team dugout, just under the first like the overhang, but we were on like the first level. It great seats. We love them. We get them every year because that's where Connor's work puts us, and
Yeah,
we're not going to complain because
correct.
cheaper tickets. But anyways, we had a group of Irish lads behind us, and we were. Anyway, I love Irish people. They're my favorite people. They're my heritage, all that stuff.
Yes.
Um, they were about four rows behind us, and they were pretty dormant until a family of three girls and a father went to the bathroom. And then they became not so dormant. They were very loud and said a lot of things. And in front of us to our right, there was a lady who,
Oh, an old man and an old woman.
oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah, they were so mad of the whole situation. Um,
God, that
but I
was so
forever now
fucking funny.
I forever now want to add wanker to my
Oh my
vocabulary.
God. Well, we've got I fear.
Because they used it so many times and I was like, you're doing it so good. And they'd have like they were obviously here for the World Cup, but they were like they'd have like songs and stuff that they'd put into it. And they didn't know much about baseball, but they were cheering on the Red Sox and then they'd cheer on the Nationals and then they'd cheer on the Red Sox
They
and
were
then they'd
not
call the
cheering on the
national
Nationals,
pitcher.
actually. They were.
They were at first. And then they
Oh,
switched to the Red Sox. So I was
just.
annoyed with them until they started singing. And then I
I
was
got
like, all
it.
right, I
I
like these
found
people.
it. All right. Let's see if we can get this. I don't know if it'll pick up. Is it picking up at all?
No.
Well, maybe I should turn it up all the way. Oh, you can't really hear it. Anyway, it's if any of you have heard the Max Verstappen, the da 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 Max Verstappen. Anyway, it's a thing. They were saying that, but fuck the Nationals. And then at one point the Capitals, we weren't playing the Capitals.
Yeah, the Capitals hockey. They weren't even they weren't
Right,
even there.
right. And then
They did pick on the pitcher, which was fantastic.
they picked on two
Uh
of the pitchers actually because they switched. The Nationals switched at
yes,
one
one of
point.
them had a really good mustache in the picture,
Huh,
and
no,
then
he did not.
he had a mustache. They didn't like it, but there was a mustache. It was very funny because they were like, "Your mustache sucks," and like just in their way.
Something about
They
your pitching is shit, but your girlfriend is fit or something. Oh, you are shit, but your girlfriend's fit.
Your shit, but your girlfriend's fit. Yeah, that was hilarious. That one made me laugh really hard.
That was
Um,
good.
the that was the point where the older couple in front of us decided to leave. They also used the C word a couple times. That was a wild one.
But
And
you know,
both
in other
like
countries, it's really not as. It's. I mean, it's like
I
saying
know,
bitch.
Right. And so like when they said it, the people around us, I don't know if you like heard it or noticed it, the people around us all went like they all like gasped at the idea that they were using that.
I know
And I was like,
we're
well, is
so
it?
prude in the States that
We really are.
like like we say swears and we're pretty whatever, but the second that you say a swear outside of the normal like five, you become this like raging
Crazy.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that was I went pee because I had to piss real bad. So I was like, "Oh, excuse me, sorry." Got past people. I come up the ramp to where we were and all I hear is chanting and I was like, "What is happening?" Thinking that something whatever. I'm like looking for Justin and I see you and as I start to walk down, it's getting louder and louder. And at first, I thought we were upset with these guys, but then they got real funny real fast.
I was upset with them because they were loud and obnoxious for a second. Like they were literally like there was a group of boys down like in front of us and they had their shirts off and they were waving it like a towel. And every time they did, they were like, "Put your shirt on! Put your shirt on!" Like yelling at them for it.
You
I was
know
like,
what? That's
"Guys,
super fair. That's super fair. They were like 10-year-old
no,
boys.
but
No
it's
need.
not." Well, yeah, they were young, but like whatever, they're having fun. And then these motherfuckers that were yelling at this kid for putting the shirt to put their shirt on were yelling out swear words at this picture and calling saying that the girlfriend is fit and stuff like that. Like, no. But then it
Oh,
was really funny, so I laughed because it was funny.
I think it got funny right around when the old lady turned around with her hands like this and
Yes, where she gave the look. Oh my gosh. That made me laugh really hard
oh, they
when she
definitely
like
knew we
she
were
gave the
laughing
look.
too.
Oh
Also,
yeah.
also the guy sitting next to you spilled his beer on your bag, so that was fun.
Yeah, that made me a little upset, but whatever.
But overall, a great game.
Yeah, it was a really good game actually.
And I mean, it
Um,
was the what did we get? Like four runs in the first inning. Was it
something
three?
like that.
Three
Yeah,
or four? Yeah, it
there
was.
was a home run like 4 pitches into the game.
There was a home run the first pitch, Justin.
Was it the first pitch?
The
I thought it was
first
like four in.
the first pitch was a home run.
Nice, and it wasn't for us, so that was a little bummer. But
Yeah, it was. The first
no,
two
it
inning
wasn't.
No, the first two innings we had points. They didn't have a point until
We did. Yeah, they did. They had their home run.
no.
Yes, because Sonny Gray gave up a home run and then locked the hell like they or not Sonny Gray. Ranger Suarez locked in after that. I
I'm
guarantee that's
No,
what
that's
happened.
fine. I don't believe you.
That's messed up that you don't believe your friend, the one who actively watches sports and follows it and definitely locked in during that game.
All right, well,
I'm gonna say I told you so now, okay?
I don't want to hear it.
I told you so.
Me, 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 me.
Anyways, we're probably at time or just about time or
Yeah.
overtime. Yeah.
Well,
So where
anyway.
can they find you? Well, anyway.
Well, anyway. You can find me over at asminstah. I've been streaming a lot more. It's summertime. I'll do my summertime streams. I just had my birthday stream and I got 9 people that were in it. I went back and looked at the thing. It was 9. I miscounted. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, come hang out. I do Faz mostly. It's pretty fun. Asminstah on all the socials. Also our new gaming TikTok to uh Dysfunctional Degenerates. I know what it's called. Kay and I cannot remember that for the life of us. Dysfunctional Degenerates. Anyway, pretty good. You can find the show over at No Impulse Control on TikTok, Instagram. Um, you can also find all of our episodes on Spotify and YouTube. Um, Also, Over the Horizon, our D&D podcast is up and running and going. We're 6 episodes in, I think now. Am I correct on that? I'm checking right
I think
now.
it's
I
more
think
than
we're
6, but I
it's
don't
a
remember how many.
bunch, yeah. Our newest episode just dropped on my birthday. My birthday. Um, but
Every
yeah,
Wednesday.
every Wednesday. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's what I got. That's me.
Find me at the Soccer King or TSK139. Good luck, happy hunting, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.